Today I'll be customizing my seat rails. There's several reasons why people want to lower the seats. There could be that you're really tall and you can't even fit inside the car because your head touches the top. Or you can't fit inside the car with the helmet on because the helmet's a little bit bigger. Or your helmet keeps hitting the roll cage, which is why I'm doing it, one of the reasons why I'm doing it. And the last reason, which is probably the main reason why most people do it, is because to lower the center of gravity. It gives you better control on the car's handling and makes it more stable. So the reason I'm doing it is because my helmet touches the roll cage on top, and I really want to lower the car's center of gravity. So those are the two main reasons why I'm doing it. So my helmet touches the top right here, especially with the padding of the roll cage. And I'm only 5'8", so I don't know how other people would do it. But the easy solution to do is scoot the seat back, right? So you won't hit the top anymore. That is true, but when I do that, I can't completely press on the pedals with full control. This way, it's too hard. I have to stretch all the way just to press the clutch pedal down firmly. It's stretched way too much. And this I still hit it just a little bit though. This is way too far. Here are the brackets. The customized brackets are specifically made for my car. I won't be installing the sliders. I'll be lower by 4 inches, approximately 4 inches. That's about 70 millimeters. The reason why I'm not installing sliders is because I never use it anyways. For the passenger side, the recliner knob is wedged into the center console, so people can even scoot up forward or backwards. And for my seat, I never even mess with the sliders, so it's always fixed. So I'm not going to use the sliders at all. It's best that we just use the bracket and that's it. And for the Recaro SRDs, you can see the mounting points underneath the seat. This is the bottom mount. It's the stock Civic Type R seats, and these are the mounting 1, 2, 3 on left side, 4, 5, 6. I knew this was gonna happen. The bracket was meant to fit sliders, and direct bolt-on would be a little more customizing, but here it is. You see the holes do not line up. I already measured it, and it's perfect if I scoot the brackets all the way back as much as possible. So here's the first hole towards the front of the seat. So you want it at the tip of the bracket. And you can already see that none of the holes line up. It does not even line up with this rail, or this rail, neither this rail, or this rail. So it doesn't line up at all. I knew this was gonna happen, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix some sketchers. I'm gonna cut out a little hole right there for the bolt to go through. So 2 more holes here, hole here, and 2 more holes here. And I'm gonna go to a shop tomorrow. I'm gonna have them weld me 2 more plates. And then I'll be able to screw the seats on. I've already measured it carefully with the brackets installed inside the car without the seats attached to the bracket. And I was able to move the seat and measure how far I would be sitting with the brackets on. And right now, it's exactly right here. The first hole would have to be exactly right here for me to sit exactly where I was sitting, like always. And for the passenger, I measured it and it would be exactly like this, just like that. So the last hole will be right there. So I'll get that customized tomorrow and then install the seats. Alright, so these brackets just came back from the shop and it's been fully customized to my adjustments. I made markings for them all over the brackets and they were able to do it just fine. It took them that much longer than I expected. It took them about almost 2 hours and it looks really good. I cannot believe he was able to do it. These guys did a tremendous job. They always do a good job on my car, like everything else, like the welding and stuff. So it was really tough. This would have been impossible for me to do at home. There's no way I could have done it. I don't even have the tools. But there's holes where he had to drill it, and he drilled it right at the joining sections where the where the previous welds were on the bracket originally was. So it's like right on the joint, so which is really hard to get to, but he did it so easily. So he even cut it out and then he welded the steel plate. And then he made holes again for, he didn't really know what I was doing with these, with the bracket. He thought I was just reinforcing it with more, these plates. But, so he asked me if I had a fat girlfriend. That was, and I was like, no, I don't. But he didn't really know that I was trying to, modify the bracket to fit my Recaros. Because the Recaro mounting points are different, like I said before. And that's why I had to have these cut open and then steel plates. So yeah, it looks really good. This one is the passenger. Now the driver is a little bit more difficult. I wanted him to relocate the seatbelt mounting area to like somewhere around here, but he wasn't able to do it. He said it would have made it a lot shorter, where it stuck out. And there's another problem with this one. This plate, the steel bar right here. You can see my hole, my marking right there. He said he wasn't able to drill it because it's too close to the edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Dremel and then carve it so that the bolt can go through. And to put a huge washer so everything will be good. I'm going to swap both my Recaro sides because this is usually on the outer side. And you can see that people walk in and out of the rear cabin where this seat came from. I don't know what car it came from the past. But people got in and out in the back seat, and I think their foot, like, this is a really common problem too for Recaro SRDs. And the other side has a recliner knob, and this was always wedged into the center console, and people couldn't really adjust it. So I'm gonna swap both the seats, and so this would be inside, and it'll be good. And the other one people can start reclining. Even though I measured it as best as I can, I know it's not perfect. So I'm gonna use a Dremel and softly grind some of the holes that need to be grinded so that it will fit the Recaros perfectly. Alright, the holes are done grinding. It took about 30 minutes for this one, but it's all done. It fits perfectly. So I'm going to install it right now. It looks absolutely perfect. You can see this area is really tight. That's the seatbelt mounting area. It's really tight. I can't fit the eye bolt in there. So I'm gonna have to drill somewhere near here and through the car's body and install the eye bolt. Here's the driver's side. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. This one took a long time to carve because my tools kept on breaking. So I finally bought a tungsten cutter, which is really strong. Everything looks really good. It's really different. A lot of things are different. I can't really put anything underneath the seat anymore. The best part I like about this is the seat is lower than the shift knob, and the seating position for the pedals is so much better. Everything's really good. I like it, but the only bad thing is that I see a little bit less of the road, which is common. I was in the S2000 yesterday with bucket seats, bride bucket seats, and it was the same thing. I couldn't see the hood either on his car when I was inside his car. So it's the same thing with my car now. This is I made these brackets just for the track, so I might put back my stock rails for normal driving. Here's what they look like. They're 4 inches lower. And that's exactly how I customized my seat brackets to make it as low as possible, just so that the helmet will fit when I'm inside the car and not hit the roll cage. So basically I had a private label MFG seat brackets. I went to Home Depot and bought the 2 steel bars, a really long 2, and then cut it in half, so there's 4 bars total. I got holes drilled into the brackets and the bars at a shop, and they also weld it together. And I also use my Dremel rotary tool to grind some of the holes to have them fit. And it fits really tight, like it's very snug. It doesn't have any play or movement. It just fits really well. So it's a bit low. I might not use it for daily driving, and I might put back the stock rails, but I'm not too sure yet. But that's what I did to my rails.